And also my constant companion for the last month or so on his gap year, on his gap life, good with sound all the way from Dorset, is Jamie Isaacs. Please give Jamie Isaacs. And again, thanks Dave for the lights. Yeah, it's been wonderful to be here. So I've not had the hit, really, after all these years. But in a way, Ralph McTell said to me once, you can't be a has-been till you've been a been, and fair enough. But in some of the bigger venues that Phil and I have played, a lot of the people on the night before or the night after, they've had that moment, they've had that song that's defined their career, which in a way sort of then recedes behind them. But for me, the best years are yet to come. So I'm determined not to write a successful song to avoid that risk, you know. But I have one that's crept out into the mainstream a bit more, and that's this one, Cousin Jack. And bit of a surprise really, because it was written so specifically about Cornwall and the Cornish. But throughout the British Isles there are communities that were based around an industry. It could be agriculture, it could be mining or steel. So the song seems to have struck a chord, and it'd be lovely to hear you sing with me. I've said this many times, but I always remember the first time I played this in St Ives. And a Cornishman came up to me and said, "Here, did you write that there, Cousin Jack?" So I did. I said, "Where do you live?" I said, "Exeter." "Well, you should mind your own business, really." Nice song, though. This land is barren and broken, scarred like the face of the moon, and our tongue no longer spoken. These towns all around face ruin. But will there be work in New Brunswick, or will I find gold in the cave? I can turn away down to Australia, but I will never escape. Where there's a mine, or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load, or inside the vein. Copper and clay, where the copper clay, where the arsenic gets in, running your blood again under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. Follow me, so follow me down, Cousin Jack. Follow me. The soil was too poor to make Eden, and granite and sea left no choice. Though visions of heaven sustained us, and John Wesley gave us a voice. Talking about a moment, being refreshed, the opening night of the tour last year was in a Wesleyan converted chapel just north of Cardiff, where John Wesley preached. And I found myself singing "Visions of Heaven Sustain Us," and John Wesley gave us a voice. And I realised I was standing in the pulpit. Did Joseph once come to St. Michael's Mount? 2,000 years pass in a dream, 'cause we were working our way in the darkness, so deep in the heart of the sea. Where there's a mine, let's hear it. Where there's a mine or a hole, that's right. clay, where the copper, the clay, running your blood, running your blood again under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. Follow me, son, follow me down, cousin Jack, to Canada, America, South Africa, Australia, where there's a mine, we're all in the ground. I'm leaving the county, I'm leaving this town. Camborne Red with Lancer. Where's Eva and William Jane, Crofty and the van? Closing down. In wave after wave, we left these shores, never to return. Hushing now, that's the sea in the distance, calling us home. As the waves crash and the tide rolls onto the shoreline of England, we are home again, we are home again. Hey! I dream of a bridge across the Tamar, and it opens us up to the east. And in my dreams I see the English living in our houses, and I see the Spanish fishing in our sea. Come on. Where there's a mine, hole in the ground, that's where I'm headed for, that's where I'm. Look for me under the ground, or inside the vein. Let's sing together, one more time. Where the copper, the clay, where the arsenic and tin, running your blood again under your skin. I'm leaving the county behind, and I'm not coming back. Follow me, so follow me down, cousin Jack. And again, follow me down, cousin Jack. Follow me down, cousin Jack. Follow me down.